fun shooting at them. Robbing them. And that shit started happening to me, that shit wasn't fun no more.
Before 21 Savage would hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 200 with Is It album and number 1 on the rap charts with Without Warning.
It ain't really like too many ways to make it out besides rap and basketball.
Before he dropped tracks like X, Bank Account, and No Heart.
I grew up in the streets without no heart.
Before 21 Savage would shack up with Amber Rose and collaborate with the likes of Metro Boomin, Drake, The Migos, Mike Will, Future, DJ Khaled, Rich Chigga, and Post Malone.
I've been in the hills, fucking superstars, feeling like a pop star.
Before the Slaughter King would opt for a death before dishonor tattoo on his forehead and a dagger between his eyes.
It's a knife.
I gotta say, I've been doing these videos for a long time and that's still one of my favorite clips. Now, 21 Savage grew up in East Atlanta where he witnessed his father dealing crack as far back as he could remember. At 14, he began selling drugs himself. He also got his hands on a gun and brought it to school with him when he was in the 7th grade to teach a kid who was talking shit not to be messing around. This incident eventually got him kicked out of every middle school in the county, so this gave him more time to work on his street hustle. Through his teens, he would build a tight-knit gang known as 21, and they would also hook up with the Bloods. He was dealing out of his home and fathered 2 kids. Then on his 21st birthday, he and his best friend Johnny got shot. 21 Savage took 6 bullets, including 1 in his head and in his neck, but managed to make it out alive. His best friend wasn't so lucky. It was then he decided he would need to find a new career and began taking rapping seriously. Within a year and a half, he would blow up online and make it onto the XXL freshman class list. What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of 21 Savage, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now, a few of you may notice that this is an updated video. The first one we did actually made its way to 21 Savage, who said I got a small detail wrong. So here we are fixing it and adding more. You guys requested this video, so let me know as always who you want me to document next. But before we roll that intro, I've got an update for you, my loyal viewers. I need your help to grow this channel, and in exchange, I'm gonna get a tattoo of your picking on my ass. As you may recall, I issued a challenge for you all a few weeks back. I promised to get a butt tattoo if my sub count hit 2 million before December 1st, 2017. Well, we didn't quite make it, and I assume not because there wasn't enough love for this channel, but because you guys wanted to save my ass. Well, as much as I appreciate the sentiment, I'm a grown man and capable of making smart decisions. And that's why I'm extending this contest. If I can get 3 million subscribers by Christmas, I will get not just a butt tattoo, but a face tattoo. Specifically, the signature 21 Savage dagger, right between my eyes. So get the word out and help me blow up so I can ruin my face. Alright, now let's get into this video. It's a video. 21 Savage was born Shea bin Abraham Joseph on October 22nd, 1992. He was born in the Dominican Republic but raised in Decatur, a rough and tough neighborhood outside of Atlanta, Georgia. He grew up with 4 brothers and 6 sisters, although his younger brother Taman passed away in a shooting that took place after a drug deal. Shea's mother Heather was a rock of stability in his life, while his father was a crack dealer. His uncle was killed in front of their home, shot twice in the head when he was only 11 years old. 21 Savage has said it many a time that Atlanta is a savage town with people getting shot up. I'd go into more detail about his family tree and friends, but the dude has lost a ton of people.
Johnny, Larry, you know what I'm saying, Tamika, TJ, Nino, V, Lorenzo, Jin, Loke. And I done lost like too many people.
Shea grew up listening to his idol Gucci Mane, also Lotto Savage, Mookie, Mad Regra, Freaky DSMG. His favorite albums included Me, My Mama and Them Roaches, Live from Decatur, Gucci Mane's East Atlanta 6, and his favorite of all is Gucci's Sun Valley. He spent his whole life robbing and hustling on the streets, getting started as far back as he could remember. He got his own hands on weed and began turning a profit at the age of 14.
Man, I want them new shoes that all these spoiled that motherfuckers got. That's when the niggas start jumping in the street trying to, you know what I'm saying, hustle, sell some little weed, so.
While in the 7th grade at Stone Mountain Middle School, he had some beef with another dude, and when he caught word that they were planning to jump him, he decided to bring a pistol with him to school. The crew didn't need to jump him anymore. Instead, they just snitched on him and Savage got expelled from school. His mom wasn't happy and told him it was only a 10-day suspension, so he eventually went back to school. But then he got into a fight in the hallway with that exact same dude.
We get to fight in the hallway. I beat his ass. my teacher come get me, and you know how they had a school security out there. So they take me back to the principal office. She like, you ain't even supposed to be here anyway.
From there, 21 Savage bounced between DeKalb Youth Development Center and alternative school. One time, 21 remembers that someone once left a Snickers bar on his cot, which was a common practice to test if a kid was soft. His response was to try to beat up the very next kid that entered the room, but 21 lost that fight. He was so small at the time that he had gotten the nickname Little Man. He returned to more regular schooling in Gwinnett County in the 9th grade. There he played football while on probation, but some messing around with some chicks on a school bus got him kicked out again, and this time he was kicked out of attending any school in the county.
I went to high school for like a semester, you know what I'm saying? And they were trying to kick me out.
By now, he'd already established for himself a pretty successful business selling weed out of his mama's house. This would eventually expand to including selling crack and committing robberies. Things were going pretty good. He was able to eventually buy his mom a car and then get her an apartment. I think he kept the house himself. And his close boys, well, they all adopted the number 21 as their gang name, and at 16, they opted for 21 tattoos. Savage got his on the side of his face. At 19, his crew, including Johnny, Larry, Crusher, Rock, Little B, CJ, and his bro Taman, well, they all got involved with the Bloods, but Savage states that he's still cool with a lot of Crips, and he doesn't care much for the long-lasting rivalry and stories between the two gangs. He refers to that as an old-school mentality.
And like, oh, he a Crip. We're gonna kill him.
Business must have been going well because he managed to father 2 kids that he states today are his motivation. He had done some dabbling with rap, having made one song with his brother, and had got his hands on a Mac computer and a microphone. Probably stolen. Then his brother Taman robbed a house and found a better computer and a better microphone, so Savage set those up in his room. Definitely got them all from robbing.
I just put it in my room, got on YouTube, learned how to set it up, all that. Sunny Digital sent me the Pro Tools.
On his 21st birthday, he and 2 of his friends, Johnny and Larry, went to pick up drugs. But the situation quickly unfolded into what Shea now believes was a hit. Bullets started flying and he took 6 before he was able to return fire. His friends Johnny and Larry didn't make it. Not only that, Larry's mother was killed as well. Who the hell brings their mother to a pickup?
My partner. When my partner and his mama got killed together, that's that.
Shea and now a father had a lot of thinking to do while he recovered in the hospital. They also hooked him up with Percocets, and those delicious painkillers, well, he wasn't able to get off them just yet. He decided that his best bet at a future of success and staying alive would be if he forced his energy into rapping. A few things had changed. For one, 21 Savage had adopted the moniker of Savage, which he came up with while setting up his Instagram account. Also, he was no longer taking any shit from no one. 21 Savage got to work. He had some money, which provided him with some time, but he had no label, no marketing team, no promotion team, and he just worked hard and spoke of the real street life that he had lived through. But sadly, it wasn't over. If you don't know the story of 21's knife tattoo, it's a sad one. He and his brother, they had agreed to get dagger tattoos between their thumbs and index finger, just like Tony Montana.
You should see the other kid. You can't recognize him.
And this?
Well, that's nothing.
But 21's younger brother Taman rushed out and opted to have it tatted between his eyes. All of a sudden, tragedy struck again. His little brother Taman was killed on March 19, 2014. Savage hadn't yet gotten his tagger and opted to get it between his eyes in tribute to his brother. Savage also paid homage to his departed friends, Johnny, Larry, and his mother Tamika, with a giant tattoo featuring their names across his chest. 21's dark trap anthems like Picky, a DJ Plug-produced single, soon became a niche classic amongst Atlanta locals for its shaky, intoxicating energy. Soon his mixtape The Slaughter Tape was dropping in 2015, followed by Free Guwap, Slaughter King, and then in 2016, he would hook up with Metro Boomin for Savage Mode.
I'm just stunting on my ex bitch. I'm just flexing on my ex bitch.
Savage Mode would include singles No Heart and X, which featured Future. Both these tracks would be certified double platinum. Also in 2016, 21 would be featured on XXL's freshman class list. The exposure would help develop even more buzz for him in the hip hop community, and 21 would soon go on to feature on tracks by artists like Drake, Mike Will, Post Malone, Big Sean, Rich Chigga, and many others. In 2017, he would drop Is a Album, which hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 200 and US R&B and Hip Hop chart, and the US Rap chart. His second studio album, Without Warning, with Offset and Metro Boomin, would follow the same year. It hit number 4 on the Hot 200, 2 on the R&B and Hip Hop chart, and number 1 on the US Rap chart. 21 Savage would also be making headlines in 2017 for his relationship with Amber Rose. But according to him, that relationship goes back way longer than we all even know about.
We've been doing this.
Yeah.
The
You
public
guys,
just ain't know about it.
you guys met the parents
Yeah,
yet?
it's been going on, dog.
And from the looks of things, the relationship's been going pretty well. The two recently bought each other matching diamond-encrusted watches, there have been engagement rumors, and she bought him a $50,000 promise ring. How cute. On top of that, there are other signs that the relationship is a healthy one. 21 Savage says she's gotten him into some healthy habits, like taking vitamins and drinking water. She told TMZ, "I demand sex every day from my boyfriend, it's very healthy." It's a healthy relationship. I'm actually surprised in the men she picks. You know, Wiz Khalifa, 21 Savage, very skinny guys. And she's a whole lot of woman. Anyway, good for that. As for the rest of the story, well, we'll have to wait and see because this is before they're famous. My name's Mike McCredden and we're working through all your requests on who to do next. Let me know who you'd like to see featured on this channel. You can hit me up in the comment section or via Instagram at McCreddenM. 21 Savage, if you're watching this video, don't shoot me. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to working with you in the future. I'm fucked. Boom! I demand sex every day from my boyfriend, it's very healthy.